All right, here's my board after a turn and a half. British took Villers Bocage immediately. Fantastic with 6 units, all confident. Yep. Well, now 2 of them are out of supply and 1 stack was completely moved out. This Hussar reconnaissance that was here was reduced and pushed back. That's pretty much what's happening here. These guys, I think the Germans here are going to just push up north of here, Villers Bocage, and just block those Germans out, and then they can start taking losses. The Germans moved their reinforcements up here, and of course this was supposed to be defeated in turn 1, and I'm sitting here at the beginning of their British third turn, and they are still waiting for that guy to be destroyed because I attacked him. They're out of supply, and they attacker 1 because I rolled a 3. Now, I have rolled a couple 11 and 12s for attacks this time, which makes me feel like a big boy. As we move north here, see the Germans are slowly. I'm falling back a little more slowly than McMurray did. I'm just trying to hold these guys up a little bit. But as I was listening to his commentary, I'm just debating. We're getting this big stack the next turn. We're getting this huge stack of reinforcements here. After the next turn is the German turn, right? Yeah, so we have the German turn coming up. So we'll see what happens there. But those British, though, they all come on in this hex here. And as he was talking, I'm thinking, yeah, I should probably bring them out behind this whole line of Germans that I got. And I can maybe make a little pocket here and trap those Germans north. Whereas McMurray, I was trying to be slow to slow the British down, but I might have actually created a gap here where the British can come in and kind of block out the Germans, which they won't get out of supply because they can get supply off the east side. East side! But, so the British might do that. All right, pretty fun so far. Lots more counters, a little bit more thinking to do. Able to use road march a little bit. The Germans can win, though, if they get rid of all the British units north of 5. So if they can keep that line and get these guys north of 5, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the British can do. So, because I think they're going to wipe out Villers Bocage at some point. But we do get a battleship and another piece of artillery at this turn, so we can hit 5. Anything north of 5. So, all right, well, that's that. It's fun times. We'll see you after, I don't know, a turn or 2. So as I was sitting here, Murray and I were gabbing about the game, I realized, I thought, oh, my reinforcements coming here in the next British turn can just go zip down this trail, get way down here west. I was like, oh, wait, no, they can't because there's a little friendly unit sitting here blocking the road. Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy. Unfortunately, I can't blame that unit for being the dummy. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, so my Germans kind of fell back all along the line because I didn't think I was going to be able to hold. Even with all those reinforcements, I didn't think I was going to be able to hold that western kind of front against all the British reinforcements coming in, which granted aren't a whole lot this turn, but I feel like there's going to be a bunch more coming next turn, and there are. So my Germans, as you can see, kind of fell back pretty severely. What that did do, though, is it wasted a British turn. None of their infantry was in position to attack, which was kind of nice because they, with all of them only moving 6, and there not being too many north-south roads, trying to maintain that line, not just in 1 or 2 roads, was challenging. They're still spread out over 2 roads, essentially, or 3 roads. But other than that, my 56 infantry guys are just kind of playing catch-up as well. These guys, whatever the yellow band is, I can't remember what that is. 5th infantry, maybe? Hang tight.
Are you talking about the German? German light yellow band is...
the British.
Oh, that's 7th Armored Division.
Okay, yeah. They got stuck in pretty well, as you can see along the left side, and they've got another battalion coming up as well. So that should be pretty good. They took a lot of those 2nd Panzer Division reinforcements over to the left side trying to secure it, because in the first turn they overran some of the guys that I had kind of in that southwestern area. They knocked off 2 half decent units down there. So then all of a sudden it was an issue. I was afraid that the British were just going to kind of start streaming through down into my backfield down south there. And as the German player, that's what you have to prevent. My Germans did a pretty good job, half decent job of attacking Villers Bocage, or whatever, however you pronounce it, Villers Bocage from Missouri. Did a half decent job attacking there, but then British artillery came down during the British phase and just stomped on some big panzer companies and took 2 steps off. I had a stack of 2 9, 5, 14 panzer companies from 6th Panzer. Yeah, their artillery knocked off 2 steps from that stack. So then all of a sudden they were each down 1 step. And then every single one of the hexes in Villers Bocage attacked them on the British turn and knocked one of them out and pushed the other one back. So, yeah, that was ignoble or unnoble, ignominious way for those panzers to die. Luckily, the British were smart enough to stay in Villers Bocage instead of following out into that crossroads. But yeah, so
wow.
As of right now, only my Germans have actually lost full counters.
Okay. Yeah, I've lost 3 and 1. So. Okay.
Yeah, I've lost an infantry company, and a panzer company.
Wow. Cool.
But I do have